Hello, everyone, and welcome to the webinar today. My name is Helena. I'm part of the marketing team at Renaissance. Thank you for joining us today. Today, we'll be focusing on star reading and accelerated reader, how they work together to support reading growth in schools. We'll also touch on Myon and how that adds extra value. I'm delighted to introduce our presenter, Emma Gow, one of our education advisors here at Renaissance. Emma works closely with schools in Australia and our customers, of course, to help them get the most out of our solutions. She'll just be walking us through STAR and AR, how they connect in practice, the benefits to teachers and students. As I said before, added value of Myon as well at the end. And we'll have some time at the end for questions. So please pop your questions into the Q&A box as we go. And we'll get to as many as we can. But if we do run over in time, we'll get back to you on email on any questions that you have. So great, we'll just get started. This will be recorded as well for anyone that can't make it or is here and needs to jump off at any time. So don't worry, you'll have full access to the recording as well. And with that, I'll hand over to Emma. Welcome, Emma.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today's session. I'm Emma. In the next 20 minutes, I'll show you how star reading and accelerated reader work together to support students' reading growth. Our mission since 1986, yes, almost 40 years now, we have been focused on one goal, accelerating learning for all. This is our agenda for today. I'll do my best to go through everything clearly and wrap up on time, or maybe even a little early. It's 4 p.m. I know you all had a long day of teaching. STAR and AR give teachers the measurable data we need to guide and support students effectively. Open all. Some of you have probably seen this slide before. When we think about reading growth, it really works like a cycle. This product cycle covers both the student side and the teacher side. Today, I have pulled out what teachers need from this cycle and what we can do to motivate students and build a successful reading program. This workflow summarizes the essential steps teachers need to ensure the program runs successfully. With STAR assessment, one of the most important pieces of information is the ZPD, Zone of Proximal Development. This tells us which books are at the right level for each student and form the foundation for setting achievable reading goals and supporting daily reading practice. Teacher will need to deliver this information to students. Turning on target is very easy, just a few clicks. And it's one of the important things in this program as well. In AR, goal setting naturally follows the SMART principle. It's based on students' ZBD level, their achievable point targets, and clear time frame. And it tracks progress automatically, so students can see how close they are to their goals. And obviously, reading time is super important. We have a default daily reading time when generating targets. It's just 15 minutes. Research showing this magic 15 minutes can make a huge difference in reading growth. Let me quickly show you something in our demo site. This is our demo site. When we're talking about setting AR goals, all we need to do is click on this tile. You will be in this record book and target page. And we just need to find the class. And by default, it will be in this current marking period or school term. Let me find one that hasn't got a target. For example, this one. This class doesn't have a target now. And all we need to do is we just choose what types of targets we want. And to be honest, most of the time by default, you just select whatever it has here and just turn on targets. That's all we need to do. And the system will create a target for students based on their individual reading level. As you can see, targets are here. Let me choose another class that will have better data. Something changed. Here we go. This is how it looks like with target setting have already been done. We get to see students reading progress towards the targets. And if you feel like, oh, I wanted to have a different target, you can click on the edit targets here. But to be honest, most of the time, you don't even need to touch this area. But I thought I still need to show you. In this edit target area, what we can do is we can choose what test result we wanted to use to set target. By default, the system will use the first test of the school year. And also by default, the system will use 15 minutes to create targets. If you do wanted to set a challenging target, you can change the time here. For example, if I change to 20 minutes, and if you look at it now, we have 9.9 in the target. But if I generate new targets, with 20 minutes of reading time every day, the target will be 13.1. So it's all automatic, and with different rating level, the targets will be different. So it's going to be super easy for students and for our teachers. Let me cancel this one. So this is how easy, as you can see, when we're talking about setting targets. We had a look at target setting. Tracking progress and provide feedback is another essential component in this program. It keeps students motivated and ensure every student knows where they are and how to improve. Celebrating success is important because it shows students that their effort matters. It builds confidence and keeps them motivated and creates positive feelings around reading. Our teachers use different ways to celebrate success. Some send a home certificate, some host a pizza party, some give a small prize at milestones such as achieving 100% or 500% of their target. And one particular popular method is creating a millionaire club to celebrate students who reach 1 million words. Everyone wants to be a millionaire, and it creates excitement while highlighting major rating achievement. And let me show you what we can do to track students' rating. Again, on this page, to be honest, this page pretty much covers most of the things you will need to monitor students' rating. Let's find an example. As you can see, the system highlighting those students you need to, I won't say worry about, maybe explore further with highlighting red, like this arrow here, or falling behind, not challenging. Let me choose one. Maybe this Tina. Let's have a look. Tina read lots of books. Oh my goodness, over. This is a bit extreme example, to be honest. Let's see if we have another one. Oh, maybe just let's have a look at Tina's number here. And obviously, she reads a lot, but she has a problem. Her average correct rate is not meeting the target. What we can do is click on Tina's name. And in this student detail page, we will get to see all the books Tina finished reading during this marking period. Obviously, she did read a lot, and most of them were 10 out of 10, but it seems she had a little bit problem during this period of time. If you look at this, 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. So she didn't pass any of those quizzes during this particular period of time. And when you look at the text difficulty, 4.4, 6.4. Let's have a look at her current reading level. If you click on Edit Target, you will see, based on her test result on 31st of January, 2025, she is capable of rating books between 4.2 to 6.5. And then if we look at these, so there must be something happened during that period of time. It's definitely within her rating ability. So this might be, I guess, a good opportunity to give a feedback to Tina, and we might want to find out what happened during these 2 days. She might come to you and say, hey, there was a system issue. I was trying to test it. Yeah, I didn't mean to, do those quizzes or like any reason. After we find out if it's legit reason, then what we can do is click here. If we believe this is definitely not the right information to be listed here, we can deactivate those results. By doing this, Tina's average rating correct rate will be, I guess, better or showing her actual ability. So these are the things we can do when we're talking about monitor their progress and give feedback. We had a look at the average correct one. We also have the target. Let's have a look at this one. If the students exceed the target or met the target or falling behind the target, they all highlighted like this. So for example, Ryan, if we look at this one here, falling behind, that means based on Ryan's current rating, most likely he won't be able to meet his target on time. That's why we have this falling behind. And it would be a good opportunity to have a look at Ryan's rating and give him feedback. And I'm sure Ryan will do something after the feedback. We also talk about celebrate success. Obviously, if the students achieve target like this one, already 168% or 524% of the targets, then it's definitely a good chance to celebrate with the students and maybe give them a little prize or something like that to make them feel like being recognized with their achievement. Another thing we can do when we're talking about celebrate achievement is this one. Here we go. Word count report. Here we go. In this report, it just gives our teachers a very clear information regarding their rating, like this one, Tony and Dan. As you can see, they have already rated over 3 million word count. This report is actually real data. And we just put in our demo site. As you can see, it's amazing. They have done lots of rating. So it's definitely worth celebrate. Let me show you another thing. We were on admin users account. This one is student account. What I wanted to quickly show you is how it looks like from students' perspective. If we click on AR, and look at the progress. Wow, look at this, it's amazing. This page gives our students a clear information regarding their progress. Like in this case, well, to be honest, it is a little bit extreme. This one here, the target is only 10 points, and the students already achieved 89.7 points, and it's over 800%. That's amazing. Like I mentioned earlier, you don't need to worry too much about the target setting. You can just use the default one. If the student's doing well, then it will show in 100%, 500%, even 800% like this one, and it will give us enough information. And also, students will be able to see their rating range here as well. Remember, we talked about how important ZPD is, where our teacher definitely will give students that information. But if they forget, they can find that information here. And we also get to see how well they achieved in terms of average correct rate and how many quizzes they pass and words rate. So with all this information here, it would be quite important for the students, and then they can see their achievement and motivate them rate more. But you will need to set targets for them. So they will see that information here. Let me go back to the home page. One more thing before I leave this page is Maya. If your school have access to Maya, it's super easy for students to access that information. All they need to do is click on this tile. And in Maya, students will be able to see their reading range as well. And we have lots of books in Maya that suits students' reading level. As you can see. And most of the books have AR quizzes. For example, if I click here, and if I read this book, and I can just click on this little AR here to do AR quizzes after I finish reading. Let's go. Another thing might help motivate students is we know we have average reading time 10 to 15 minutes at school. We know we have the targets to motivate students to read more and track their progress. And if we have our parents or our family involved with this reading program, sometimes it will make things even better. With parents, we do have a home connect, or parents can do this one here. Click on the tile, get email update. And our parents can just put their email address here, choose the product they wanted to receive emails, for example, start reading assessment and AR, and submit. What will happen is it will send an auto email to the parents once students complete assessment or finish a book quiz. How can Renaissance help all of us as a teacher or a librarian? First of all, it automatically flags struggling readers, so we can quickly see who needs extra support. It also easily monitors students' reading progress by quantity and quality. And we have lots of reports that you probably already know. And we can easily pull the data so we can make reading measurable. And also, it's easy launching program, like I showing you with the targets. All we need to do is click on turn the target on. That's it. And it's time saving. You don't need to worry about finding out how many ratings the students has done, and all the information is here. You just need to generate the reports. We all know rating is important. It's a foundation for all learning. But 1 in 3 Australian school students are not mastering the rating skills they need. I guess that's why we're all sitting here today. And thank you so much for your time. If there is one thing I hope happens after today's session, it is if you haven't set rating goals for your students yet, please take a moment to log in and do so. It only takes a few clicks. And if you have any questions, my colleague Max, our customer service team, and I are all here to support you. Thank you.